This is my first job experience. So a professor of mine, a research supervisor, had wished me have a great working life, something like this, and it has proved to be true for me. So MCH is that for me. I'm Neha Chatterji. I did my BA in History, BA History Honours from Jadavpur University, and then MA in History again from Jadavpur University. I went to Jawaharlal Nehru University for my MPhil and PhD, and I joined Manipal Center for Humanities in 2018, and I have been working here since 2018. I chose humanities. I was definitely interested in the humanities as a field. I was interested in all my subjects at school, really. I was interested in history very much, and we had historians in my family. So I must admit that it wasn't a very radical choice. My mother herself studied history. I had other historians in the family. I had immediately liked the place. That's because of the students and the questions they asked, something that is common to the experiences of many scholars who come to our center even today. Senior professors from JNU who have come in the last year, let's say 2023, other professors from Ashoka, from other, from different parts of the world, they have always remarked on the very good questions that students ask. I saw grow in front of me was especially the history unit. So I'm delighted, I'm proud to say that with my colleagues, especially Dr. Prabodhan Pol, and I have my colleague Vishal Singh Deo. Of course, with Nikhil Govind as director, was also part of the process of shaping, designing a history curriculum. And from 2018, BA, so history major as an option for BA came. Now we have from 2024 history honors, which is a 4-year degree course, and I have seen the MA open in history from 2021, and now there's a PhD program. So when I think about from BA to PhD that we have, these different levels of students, I'm reminded of my experience at Jadavpur, where we had PA students interacting with PhD students, how much I benefited from my friendship with PhD students. So that's happening, and it's lovely to see the department grow. At MCH, we focus a lot on training per se, education per se. Now, what does that mean? I would like to see my students become able to think freely, independently. So that's the homework. So when I'm preparing a class lecture, I don't want to thrust a particular point of view on them. And I see this, I think, as a whole on behalf of us. That is why I liked this place. So that's what, we give them the training, we give them the education, and they apply for a variety of things. Variety of programs, variety of scholarships, variety of fellowships, and a variety of jobs, which are all prestigious. And 99%, I'm giving a rough, but that is what comes to my mind from my general experience. I'm not doing statistics, but the majority of them get through easily. And I would say that while we try to give them the education, so far we have been blessed to have a great many very talented students in many diverse fields. That's also very important. I remember somebody saying, student once a student and forever a friend. That is the case with my former students. One of our students, when he was applying for the New India Foundation Fellowship, I thought he was too young to apply for that, because I knew only older scholars get it. Now this boy, after MA, got it. So the manuscript is going to be published. I got to hear from a completely different source when I went to Delhi in December last month from a well-known author. He happened to mention that he's heard from the publishers how good the manuscript is. My life has gotten enriched, certainly, from the love I've received from my students. My message for all students, especially the ones who will come this year or soon, is that they should remember that while the CV is important, while finite goals are important, for a moment the aim should be for the infinite. Now, what do I mean by the infinite? They should come with the willingness to be curious about the world, to grasp as much as they can. MCH will offer them an experience. It's always a brief experience, a passing experience of 3 or 5, or at the most, if someone really wants to stay from BA to PhD. I hope that they will see themselves enriched with education, definitely, but also the experience as a whole, that is within the classroom, outside the classroom, to watch, to read different kinds of things within and outside the curriculum, to make friends, to mix with people.